Hey guys, it's WooGs here. Just doing a Sorc video here. I kind of wanted to do a Sorc. Um, Yane kind of dropped me off a bunch of gear. I'll kind of talk about that. He's just hit his third 99 solo this season. He's kind of a beast. So he kind of quit for the season now, and he dropped me off a bunch of gear, so I really appreciate that. A bunch of lightning gear here, so I want to do a quick lightning kill. I want to do something a bit different, so I did telekinesis and thunderstorm. That being said, Shayd, if you guys watch him, he's done a bunch of necro kills and stuff before. He did a thunderstorm only kill. He did it on hardcore and softcore this year, so he's definitely the first to do it. So check that out. I had forgot he did that, to be honest, when I quickly made this, and I was like, oh wait, yeah, it doesn't make sense really. Even though I'm casting telekinesis, so I think I'll redo this kill and I will just do telekinesis because then it's a bit more interesting. Because to be honest, Thunderstorm's just really good. So I think I'll just switch it up a little bit. I'll change some gear around and kind of make that. But let's just discuss what happened here anyway. So what we're doing is we snapshotted the Thunderstorm level with that orb, that +7 orb at the beginning to get our Thunderstorm up. And then we are just casting 200 FCR telekinesis. That's that noise. If the noise sounds weird or the sound is off for you guys, a couple seasons ago I like edited all my sound files because I hated the sound of lightning. So I basically deleted the Sorceress Lightning from the game so that that noise of telekinesis is just like the noise right before you cast it, so it's like I didn't delete that part of it, just so there was some noise to it. So that's kind of what's going on there. But Thunderstorm's super powerful, as you can see. There's like a small AOE and stuff. It does crazy damage. My Thunderstorm's not maxed right now because I had to max all the telekinesis stuff, so it would be even stronger solo, which would be which you can check out Shayd's video to see how that's done. Um, but you see the damage was just kind of really good there. That's the orb there. We'll show it after. Um, Alright, sorry, I had to cut the video there because I went AFK for like 10 minutes or something like that, or 5 minutes, I guess a couple minutes, because my dog had to go out, so I just cut that out of the video. Now my mana is so small because I'm all Vita that it's kind of dangerous running out of mana here, um, but Sorceress, like, you don't have much life ever as a Sorc, but this season is just kind of crazy to do the fight because since the bosses don't do as much damage and they have less life, Sorceress is one of the biggest damaging, well, the biggest damaging spellcaster and one of the biggest damaging characters. So you can just kind of blow up these phases really quickly. Thunderstorm's just like a really cool skill as well. I really like it. That's really cool that Shayd got that kill that way. I think it's pretty dope. Here you can see I wasn't paying attention because I was just kind of rushing. Um, and I didn't realize that I brought antidotes on my second spot there. I noticed right now, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So I gotta pick those up to kind of fill that slot. So at the beginning what we did is we did our BO and BC, and then we threw on the Thunderstorm Orb, and then we just recasted. Um, oh, sorry, then just re-equipped and swapped over. Now, you can see that the damage is actually really good from telekinesis as well. So we definitely can redo this kill with just telekinesis. It's just that this phase will take a little bit longer with the knights because there's an AoE damage of Thunderstorm that's definitely helping clear that. So we would just do something a little bit different there. Now, Chain Lightning is better than this, or better than both, obviously, but we're just kind of doing the interesting, fun kills this season because um, the good stuff isn't as interesting because everything has low life. I might do one kill eventually with like Chain Lightning just to show it, just like how I did with the Throw Barb to kind of show what it looks like. There you go, that's the setup there. Now, Rathma doesn't do much damage. The spear does like T0 damage, I think, and everything else does really low. But Mendel does basically full damage, so you do have to still be pretty careful in phase 3. I'm also only running 100 PLR, which is far from ideal. So that part you do have to be a bit careful of. You can see there as the telekinesis damage is just kind of wild. Now you just have to drop 3 pots so we can do our BO, swap over, and get into it. You see here I did not have Cannot Be Frozen, so that's why that's kind of freezing me there. I just didn't want to spend extra money at the time getting random gear, so I just went without Cannot Be Frozen. We can talk about what areas I would fix that for. So you saw there, that was like a lot of damage, so it was a pretty dangerous spot I got in there, so you definitely want to control that a bit better. I don't think I necessarily do it here in the second phase. We'll watch, so I did them both at the same time again. I'm going to clear the close knight, like that. And then there again, the frozen, it was a bit better, but the frozen Bale wave kind of really hurts dodging damage there. But that was a bit better of a phase. Now that was a bad spot because I got caged right at the range of Sludge Nova. Now at this point, I could try to do not damage and not phase Rathma, but Thunderstorm's eventually going to hit him, so we kind of knew it was coming. And we just basically accepted the Poison Nova there just so we could instantly antidote, but you could try to tele over it or something like that. Now there's still quite a bit of damage like that I'm eating, so to be a bit careful. There's that frozen again, so not ideal. I think we have 1 half freeze duration. I'd have to check. I don't quite remember. You see there they both died at the same time. So I wanted to upload this kill mainly because that was my, like, I haven't done Sorceress yet this season, so that's where like it comes up, so I didn't want to hide that. So this was like the first attempt, first run. So I figured I would just upload that for everybody as well. But I will do more interesting Sorc stuff, maybe some enchant stuff. So here's the Infinity. I just made that today, minus 55, 1 roll, with 3 telekinesis, 3 Nova. Just a random chest I think Colby had from before. And my Ami I was using on my other characters there. That's all what I've been these kind of the gear I just kind of been using on my other characters. Yeah, so I have 1 half freeze duration, 200 FCR. That's the +7 Thunderstorm Orb. That gives me quite a bit extra damage there, as you can see. But my Thunderstorm is not max, so it could even be even more. But I just haven't applied that. And all 40 lifers and some really good small charms across the board. And then you can see here we max Telekinesis, Charge Bolt, and Nova, and Lightning Mastery. Then we just kind of dumped into Thunderstorm, but we didn't quite max it. So, yeah, cheers guys.